Welcome back, everybody, to Game On, where we use sports and athletics to discuss everything related to mental health. It is March 12th. We are right in the thick of spring training, and opening day is just around the corner. Spring training is sort of like a warm-up for the season. It's an opportunity for players who maybe aren't starters and they're trying to make the roster. It's getting yourself in the rhythm of things and working on fundamentals. It's very easy, certainly for a regular player, sort of really take it easy. Or think for a player who's already established to I'll wait for the season to really ramp it up. And I don't need to be here with the guys that are just scratching and scrambling to try to make the roster. It's really a big mistake. First of all, check your ego at the door. Here's why I think it's a mistake. Because if we wait for the big moments, if we wait for the accolades, for the crowds, for the attention, for when it really counts to start really working on something, you might be talented, you might be skilled, and sometimes it might work out. But I guarantee you that the ones that have sustained success, the ones that really win at a high level, they are working on it when nobody's there. They're working on it at the beginning of spring training, before spring training, when there's not a lot of crowds, when there's no standings and it doesn't count for anything and nothing's on the line, especially if they already have a roster spot. But if you're working on your fundamentals, the ground balls, the shifting on the field, the cutoff man, the little itty bitty things, the fundamentals, when no one's watching, when no one else is around, if you could do it then, you're going to be really prepared. It's going to be part of your routine. It's going to be part of your habits. It's going to be ingrained. So when the big moment comes, you won't have to think as much. Also, you're going to be able to tune out that noise when the big moments come, and you're going to be able to perform and not depend on the reaction and not have to depend on the environment around you. Now, how does that apply to us? I cannot tell you how often this happens, that someone even might be struggling mightily with something and they really want to work on it, and they take the skills and they take what we do together and they implement it and it's really helping. And then it's not a crisis anymore. Then all of a sudden things are better. Okay, let me either step away from therapy or step away from really intensely practicing these skills. So this whole therapy thing is a learning exercise. We're learning and we're trying to implement skills to help us live the life that we want and to thrive and succeed. So often, people will only tend to practice when it's really needed and I'm really in a crisis, whether it's I'm in a heated moment, I'm in a fight with someone, I'm angry, I'm really tremendously sad, I'm really anxious. If we wait until that moment, you're most likely not really going to have sustained success, because the moment is going to be really intense and it's going to be very hard to access those skills. The best way to practice a skill that you're going to actually absorb and retain is when there is no crisis, when there's nothing intense going on, when you're not all ticked off, when you're not super sad, when you're not super anxious, when you're not have to confront your coworker or this student that you have this issue, your roommate, whatever it is. Practicing when nothing is going on so that you're able to implement it when something is going on. I know it's hard to bridge that gap to stay motivated. Well, it's not a crisis, so I don't really need it. Let me wait until there is a crisis. I mean, that's why so much change doesn't happen until it's a little bit too late. People don't make life changes until there's a real threat to them. Being that we're now in spring training season, this is what I think about. The ones who take advantage of the non-crisis time, the not big moment time, are the ones that are going to see the fruit of their labor when it is the big moment time. I hope you enjoyed. Please like and share, etc., etc. Have a wonderful day.